all starts going blue, it means it keeps milking. Yep. And the truck will start up. And they're basically getting fed on production. And so the more they produce, the more feed they get. Yep. Yep. We're only feeding them palm kernel, distillers grain, and wheat bran pellet. The wheat bran pellet just for it to flow through the system, otherwise it won't come through. Yep. Yeah. It does block up.
Is that all through the mixer type thing?
Nah, it's just a little see that line just coming, see this light coming down? Yep. So it's all get all the way through to each robot.
How do you get on heifer training? Fantastic.
Heifer training is probably not as bad as in a herringbone actually, because by the end of December you're still getting kicked with heifers.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys probably after 2 weeks.
They soon realise they can't kick the machine.
Well, they do. They kick it a lot, but
do they break it?
Nah, pretty unbreakable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Pretty solid.
We have like a little bar and we shorten them up so they can't move back and forth.
Yep. Less movement. Yeah. Good on you. Does it squish them sideways as well?
No. Other guys put a tyre over the side.
Yep.
And they kind of
tighten them up.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we actually had them pre-training. So we'll have empty heifers coming in,
just walking through,
and the arm moves back and forth, so it gets used to all the sounds.
Yep.
They get a little bit of feed, not much, but they do get a little bit. Yeah. Awesome. They actually don't eat any, believe it or not.
How big is the farm? How many cows? All that sort of stuff. Stats.
Okay, we're 210 cows.
Yep.
Got 70 cows per robot roughly, and 200 acres.
Yep. Yeah. And how much feed are they getting through the machine?
3
roughly
kgs.
per cow. 3 kgs per cow per day.
For the top cows, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
How often are they bringing themselves in?
At the moment, they're only bringing in 1.9. They usually at the peak they'll bring them in at 2.5.
Yeah, and they all on one day though.
No.
They come in twice. You force them to come in twice.
No, they come in and they won't come. Okay. So basically, we go and fetch to bring them in to make sure they get one milking in. So you'll see on there a lot of 1.5 because. One day they'll do 1, next day they'll do 2 because that's where they end up in the race.
So it's an average 1.5 milkings.
Yeah, but the average actually is 1.9.
Across the whole herd?
Yeah.
Cool.
So some cows are doing 2.2.
That's interesting, eh? So that's interesting because that's their choice.
Yeah, yeah.
So they choose to be milked almost twice a day.
Yeah,
yeah. They only come in for food.
Yeah, and the grass time. Yeah, every 8 hours roughly they change paddocks.
Would that be true of heifers as well? Because heifers who aren't used to a twice a day system.
Nah, heifers don't come in. They don't come in as easy, but depending, probably 50-50 will come in. Yeah, yeah. And then other 50 you just have to keep on getting until they get the hang of it. Yeah. And then when it gets to the dry periods, and they get short on grass, they want to come in because they've got no feed, so they have to leave.
Nice. Cool.
So we have solar panels.
I saw that.
The power is double almost.
Oh, true.
Yeah. And chemical use is double.
So does your solar panels run the whole lot?
Nah, only halves it.
Offsets it by half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the glyco system that is the real killer, the snapshot. Yeah, it's $500 a month since we put that in.
Oh, right.
Power. Yeah. So that's a big issue.
So how much is the power bill per year?
Per year would be
15,000.
About 18.
18,000.
Yeah. 18,000.
Yeah.
So
you offset that with
including all our water pumps as well.
You offset that with your solar and your less labour.
Yeah, well, Well, I have one labour unit, my sister.
Yeah.
But she just gets the house for free and she just helps out with the calving season.
Right.
So that's,
Cool. Awesome.
There's a few questions of 200 acres here. Basically, each robot can only milk 70 cows, and they struggle a little bit probably with freedoms even then. I'd say 60 probably be better, but this is the way it is. They can come in up to 3 times, 4 times a day, but at the moment they're only set in, because we can change the settings, so we've got them set in every 6 hours they can come in, but it's every 8 hours is a paddock change. So they can go down to any race once it gets past that time and just sneak through. If they're too early, they come through those gates. This one here will divert it. It'll just change the gate when it reads the air tag number. That cow will just go back out and either go down the same paddock or go to a new paddock until it wants to come back. They're all fed on production, so the more they produce, the more they get fed. And they're basically, that tells you your sow count, tells you your weight, tells you their rumination. Yeah, and tells you if they're obviously sick, because if it starts dropping, the cows start dropping in weight, it'll give you a warning. And we get a few of those, especially with this last lot of rain that we've had. It's been pretty wet here, but not as probably wet as everywhere else. Any other questions?
How do you monitor mastitis?
I've got cell count readers in them,
Okay, right.
and that all comes up on the computer, the
Right.
high ones. But it's quite interesting actually watching it, because in the old days when you used to do a herd test, you used to get a high cell count one year, and then you go, oh, that one works.
Yeah.
But actually when you watch them, they actually do climb up a lot and then drop off quite a bit as well. So I mean, it's actually better. We're not actually getting ready. We're not getting hardly any in the works now. So we're just actually waiting until they're a certain age and off they go now.
Alright.
So our treatment's been a little bit less. Our health bills probably a little bit less, but we get a lot of lameness now that they're walking maybe up to 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it viable?
To run robots?
Is it, yeah, and 70 cows? Is that,
We work out it pays itself over 9 years. I mean, we have no labour issues. I mean, these things don't talk back. They work 24/7. You don't have to teach them. So they don't make mistakes. And they milk the same all the time as well. You know, like different people come into your herd. There's no one getting angry at the cows. So yeah, I think it's worth it. Yeah, I definitely do.
What about breakdowns and servicing costs and stuff like that
Servicing costs, I don't know yet. I'm still on a 5-year contract.
with the manufacturers?
Yeah, because I was going with another company and they just really wanted me, so
Yep.
so I got a really good deal.
So they look after you for
Yeah.
5 years at least?
Yeah, 5 years, but I think it will be probably around 10 grand a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, you are cutting out a labour unit, but in the end, some of the costs is getting close to having a labour unit here.
So what was the cost of the machine?
Each machine is 250,000.
250, yeah.
Yeah, and then because our farm wasn't designed right, so we had to put an extra race in. So we got 3 races, A, B, and C. So that was another cost. And being on the peak is why we built the shed inside the old shed, because otherwise our foundations cost would have been, would have been too much. It would have been over 100 grand to do foundations around here. So that's why we built it in the shed. And also we didn't need no consents for effluent, we just kept on going in the same way. And cows are used to the round yard, and we've actually got probably one of the biggest areas for the pre-milk. Most guys only have a little area, but I think it's really nice because the cows can actually just go and sit there sometimes. They don't actually have to go through. It is a nice factor.
So how do you train them?
So basically at the moment, the heifers, the empty heifers, before they calve, they come in and they actually go through the robots, and the first day we just let them go through so they just get the idea of the robot. Then the second day, basically they go in and it feeds them a little bit of meal, and the robot arm moves and the brushes start up and the vacuum pump starts up, so they get to hear all the sounds, and that goes for about 3 minutes each time, and then it lets them go. So we did that for probably 2 weeks, and then we've had our first cow calf, a heifer calf the other day, and she went in perfectly. It was just until the cups touched her. And I mean, it wasn't too bad with some of the heifers that had got used to the calf sucking, but if the mother wasn't very motherly, then she was just a little bit kicky. But like I say, 2 days, 3 days, and then they get the hang of it. You do get the odd call out midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning because they kick the cups and bent them around. But I mean, I don't think that's really I got to put up with. And power cuts are a nightmare. Definitely a nightmare, because it takes about an hour to reset the whole system. You've got to go around.
So the machine will phone you, will it?
Yeah, we get phone calls. Yeah, tells you basically what's wrong. Like it might be acid not getting to the wash, or not hot enough. And when the tanker comes, he just basically pushes a button. It's empty. It's the tank, and there's another tank there, and it just fills that up while the cows carry on milking, because obviously the cows don't know to stop milking. So that fills up, and as soon as the tank wash is finished, it pumps all that milk back into the tank and starts again. And when it does the next wash, it goes through that little vat as well. So yeah.
how does machines get washed? Like, are they washed in between each cow? Or?
Well, it's doing a rinse now, because one of the cows that might have gone through might have been a high cell count cow or a low cow. I think it used to be a single rinse, but over here they decided that it's not good enough, and they did a double rinse. It's a bit of a pain. It's like 5 minutes before, now it's 10 minutes. So we're losing a little bit more time.
Does that penicillin cow get drafted off, or does she
No,
go?
it stays in the same herd. Colostrum herd, penicillin cows all stay in the same. Yeah, they all go to the same area. Unless they're lame, and then you can just divert them, and they just come through the gate here. And walk down that race and end up at that pen. That's how we do our AI. He just works it out, knows it's been bullying, picks him out, comes around. It's not 100% accurate though.
Because the AI detection.
Yeah, because it can be like one day they'll be going down the race only a short distance, and then the next day they might go a long distance, and then it goes, oh, that cow's bullying because it's been doing a lot more walking around. And yeah, so we can.
Don't those pedometers pick up jaw movement as well?
It does, yeah, but it's not. Yeah, trust me, it's not accurate. Because the first year we just used bulls, so basically that's how we knew that it wasn't working properly, because they just bulls didn't face the cows at all. Yeah.
When did you set this up? How old is this?
This is only 2 seasons. Yeah.
What's the lifespan of those robots?
Hopefully see me out. 25 years.
Hold it. You look a lot younger.
No, I'm not. I am not all young. Yeah. Yeah. I may look young, but I'm not. Yeah. So another 25 years and I'll be out. They're over in Europe. They still go for 25 years. Yeah. This depends on what the new rules will be and all that by that stage. You know, because you can't do raw milk with these. Yeah. Not they'll use it for raw milk. It's still got to be done the old way.
So has it changed your life?
Yeah, a little bit. I do photography now, so I do event photography, or I'm getting into portrait hopefully, so it gives me a little bit more spare time. So during the day, still got to be around. Someone's got to be around. Can't be too far away because if you get an alarm or something like that, it's got to be fixed because one robot out can put the whole cows back by about 2 or 3 hours.
So is it just you, or have you got help?
My sister works part time calving season, and that's it. Yeah.
So you don't milk all year round?
Yep, milk all year round. We're just going to autumn now because obviously the payout's way better for autumn milking, $3.20 more. So we've only got 60 cows that we're just calving down now. So hopefully we were going to go 100 split, but no, not now. We're just going to try and get more to autumn. Then it gives us that time off over the summer period too. Because like a lot of the stuff, like the paint work never got done because our startup was a nightmare because we had no railings or anything, so the cows were just going everywhere. The builders were all behind. And now initially when lady robots come in, their divert doesn't work, gate, for 2 or 3 weeks. I do not know why. And if a cow fails, you've got to run into the front and you have to pull it manually to get them back into the yard. Yeah, so that's one downfall.
How's your production this year compared with, say, last year?
Okay, we were down 1%, but we'll outdo it probably by 25% probably by the end. We're outdoing it now by 28% for this month.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll do another maybe 4,000 more milk solids this year. And that's not big considering our empty rate, because our empty rate was very high first year and this year. But we're not too worried at the moment because we just swing them around for autumn. But hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Yeah. We ran more bulls this year and everything, but everyone that I've talked to, I got a mate in Taranaki and he was 20% empty rate, and then there was one guy that was 50%. So it was high empty rates this year. Yeah.
And compared to conventional production or conventional milking, what's it been an increase in productivity?
Nah, we're actually down. But then, all fairness, last year we didn't really poke the feed into the cows because the payout was so low. And this year we were a bit hesitant as well, so we've kind of been a lot less feed input. So yeah, so that's why we're doing alright though. We're doing like probably 86,000 milk solids from 200 cows, and probably 20 or 30 of them are carryovers for 500 lactations days, so that's not bad.
I think you need another back scratcher. It's very popular.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes too popular.
Yeah,
They don't leave.
Yeah. So just going back to the AI, so at the moment you're not worried about BWs, you can't?
Oh, we are going to hurt test. Yeah, we were the first one to do it for Ambry. None of the robots actually do any herd testing.
No.
They do give you your fat and protein, but no one recognises it on the computers here, so that's why we've got a herd test. That's why we still want to have the BW, because we want to be able to sell the animals for it.
Yeah. And then you'll get back into AI once you've sorted the systems out.
Oh, we did AI this year,
Oh.
but that's not last year, not the first season. We only do very little bit. We always seem to get balls with AI, so not too fussed on that side of it. Even with a sex semen, I think we did 3 straws, only one got in calf, and one was a bull. So
Really?
yeah. So couldn't fit us off seat seam in there, eh? So at the moment it's doing its 4 o'clock wash. So basically this is going down, we've got 2 lines. We've got A line and B line. And the B line is for all our colostrum milk and penicillin milk. We want to pick calves, so basically we can leave our cafeteria out there in the morning, be all full of milk, so we can just go feed the calves, then to go, fuck around, wait for the cows and across the herd, what you used to have to do. And you got choice of diverting one down the drain, and there is another system, but it's not put in, and it's called Muse, and it just puts it into little containers for you. So like if you had a cow that's a colostrum herd, from the colostrum you can just get colostrum in a container, but you have to set up every robot then, and then it's another cost, So I think it's like 5,000 each robot. So we haven't worried about that yet. I'm not sure if anyone does have it in the robot.
Do you ever need trouble with maintenance? Like who fixes your machines?
Oh, they're awesome. Laley's awesome, yeah. They come in any time. Just call them, yeah. Oh, yeah, but even they are 24/7, and they're only from Hamilton anyway for us.
Oh, is that where they appear?
Based, yeah. They used to be Morrinsville, but yeah. So we're quite lucky like
What
that.
about that other company, Devel, is it? Whereabouts are they?
I'm not sure where they're based. I never even looked at them, to be honest. I was going with GEA, was my I was originally going with, but I didn't like the idea of having a robot system with only one arm. So you've got 3 cows, so if one cow was playing up, that arm would just be spending most of the time trying to put it on that cow.
Yeah.
And if that arm broke down, their thing, they said to me as well, you just go down there and start putting the cups on. And the whole idea was that I didn't want to be doing that. And also putting a cup on a cow every hour, if it only comes in like, so often.
How prevalent is robotic in Waikato?
It's quite big now. Yeah, there's at least 5 or 6 farms now.
Oh,
Yeah. Ben Cameron, he's got the most. He's got 6 robots. We're probably one of the smallest, I think. Oh, it might be one with 2. Yeah, but that's the organic one. But down South Island, they've got barns 24 or something, haven't they?
Yeah, I've been to.
Yeah.
1,500 cows inside.
Yeah, they do amazing production too, don't they?
But it's quite interesting looking at the different sort of operations.
Yeah.
It's a massive operation.
Yeah.
Totally indoor.
Yeah.
And you're sort of kind of not sure about that sort of setup.
Yeah.
Our nice clean green pasture fed cattle, and then you go to that, and then you come here.
Yeah.
And you're sort of in between.
Scratcher hog. Might be a pressure. A lot of the guys actually use their feed beds now to bring them in and herd. Let's go straight through the robots up there. It's going through its clean cycle. That's the way they get it around and the cows are coming in. It's the distance that you fill up with the name.
Slows it up, doesn't it?
Right.
It slows it up.
Cows just standing around ruminating, eh? It's not like they're not doing any production, eh?
No,
They're
that's
ruminating.
it, working hard.
Yeah. What's that, back scratcher, eh? Oh, they're not at the moment. Go and stand on the scratcher. Just lift it back into that scratcher and it starts up. Roll into it.
She's having a great time before.
She's all scratched out.
She might be. I just started at the front.
So that's the washing process. Scrubbing the teats, eh? Here come the cups. Pretty good. Wow, they're much more efficient at getting them on. I remember that one in Hamilton we went to 8 years ago. The machine took ages to get those cups on. That's actually pretty good.